So now I'm ready to feed Oscar. This is Stewie's pole. It's got lots of different colors on it, and I bang it against the wall to get his attention. This is Oscar's. Doesn't have all the colors, but it's got these metal rings. So I shake them together and it makes a different noise and it looks different, so they can both know that they are being called and not the other one. Sorry for the shaky picture there. Hopefully Stewie will go away and leave Oscar alone. There we go, that's what we like to see. So you can see both of our turtles are very well trained to their poles. They know to come up to that pole and then they will get their treat. Oscar is so well conditioned to his pole that actually if I put his pole in the water and a piece of food next to it, he'll go to the pole instead of the food. Oscar here is about 13 years old, and he is a little over 100 pounds. You can see that Oscar has a few bigger wounds that have healed over time, or from a long, long time ago. He had kind of a rough start in life. He is a boat strike victim. He's got this notch in his shell right here, and then one right there in the back, where he was hit by a boat propeller twice. He was found by some fishermen off the coast of Daytona Beach, Florida, where they caught him and took him to a sea turtle hospital, where he was nursed back to health. And then after he was nursed back to health, because of his injuries, he was deemed non-releasable. So that's why he's come to live with us. You can also see that his rear end floats just a little bit. That's really common in boat strike victims for turtles. And it can be a fairly serious injury. There you go. If it doesn't allow them to go down to the bottom where their food is, or to escape from predators. They're kind of sitting ducks, sitting up at the surface. However, in Oscar's case, it's pretty minor. He can still go all the way down to the bottom and take naps. His rear end kind of floats up in the water when he does that. And he's a little bit funny looking, but it works for him. The seafood's a little tricky to pick up with the tongs sometimes. Equally tricky to get in the turtle's mouth sometimes. And you see, the longer that we do these training sessions, the more fish kind of figure out what's going on over here and join the party. It'll be the fish's turn to eat after we're done feeding the turtles. Oscar got his name because when he was found, he had been floating at the surface for quite a while. And so he had a bunch of this kind of hairy looking green algae growing on him. And as you might imagine, he was in a pretty foul mood. So when they found him, they named him Oscar the Grouch. And that name just kind of stuck. But as you can see now, he's a pretty happy-go-lucky kind of guy. Not very much like his namesake anymore. Except maybe for when the fish do stuff like that. Saw that fish bite at that green pepper. They know they gotta be quick, so sometimes they bite first and figure out what they're eating later. We always want to end on a good one, so try one more. There we go. All done. 2 knocks to say we're finished. Good session, Oscar.